If you think about Mikel, it's not fair just to mention Matic because Mikel did a good job as well. But if you look at the amount of touches that they've got there, and none of them are in the opposing box. None of them at all. They're not interested. They're just protecting and controlling the game, breaking up play and making the job of the rest of the team happen in a game like tonight. Sacrificed a little bit Jose Mourinho, because if he'd have had Fabregas in midfield alongside Matic with Oscar in front, then maybe Fabregas would have got forward. But he sacrificed that element of the game tonight from central midfield to win the game. And not just that, I think Cameron and Nzonzi in midfield for Stoke had 3 tackles in the whole game. They had, I think, 16 or 17 between them. So when you talk about matching teams for fight, and you go to Stoke, Stoke's record, I think they've only lost 2 games against last season's top 4 in the last 4 seasons. So what the Chelsea have done tonight is a pretty good display, and they've had to adapt to do it, and I think all in all it's been a pretty good game. Those two are fantastic, Matic in particular. And
you said that you get a good Christmas present off Gary Cahill and John Terry, and tonight explain the role Matic played in particular in front of that back 4.
Well, he played his normal role. It's just that he had help tonight alongside him in Mikel. And listen, man of the match, it could be one of the centre-backs, it could have been Mikel. He was involved as Matic, but he is vital to this team. We've seen him when he wasn't playing at the Newcastle game. That's the only game they've lost, and that's telling. But the challenges he puts in, I mean, we spoke a lot about a tackle, in the first half. I'm sure we'll come back to it. But he wins clean tackles. Look at that chance now from Costa. OK, we'll talk about the chance, the movement, the pass from Fabregas, but it's them tackles. He doesn't just break the play up, he can then start the play from there. And that was a feature the first time we saw him. He played against Yaya Toure in a Monday Night Football. He runs through that midfield. He doesn't just win the ball, he can power past people. And he's perfect for the Premier League. Now, the big surprise is that Chelsea actually let him go to, I think it was Benfica, and David Luiz come the other way. They've had to pay big money to get him back. That's because he knows how vital he is in a Premier League team, but also to his Chelsea team. He's always had that player protecting those 2 centre-backs, and that's why Chelsea always have one of the best defensive records in the Premier League.
And you talked earlier, Gary, about winning, what you need to win. You talked about power, you need to do the bad things. He's got the quality as well. Does he tick all those boxes, Matic?
Absolutely, and I think that he has recruitment. You talk about recruitment of Jose Mourinho since he's come into Chelsea. It's been outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. He's identified what a team needs. Matic, straight in. Obviously, he's put Courtois in net, which he already had, but then they brought him back. Costa, strong centre-forward. Fabregas needed a little bit of creativity at times last season against teams that played with deep defences. So if you think about his recruitment, but Matic, to play in central midfield in the Premier League during a 38-game season, which is a battle to win it, to not think that you're going to need physicality and get through 5 games in 14 days and it's going to be physical at Stoke away, Crystal Palace away, grounds like that, Hull away. You're not going to do it through just technical ability. You're going to need to dig in there and fight and battle. And the blend of what Chelsea have at the moment, he turned it up a little bit tonight more towards the lack of technical. He put Mikel in instead of Fabregas. Next week at home, he might change it back and he might leave Mikel out and put Fabregas in. Those small adaptations to make to adapt to the conditions of the game, to me, is why I think they will obviously be fighting for the league with City, and why those 2 are streets ahead of everyone else.
Now, on Christmas Eve, the ultimate Premier League 1 to 11, the Soccer Saturday boys pick there, 6 o'clock, Sky Sports 1. The best of Soccer Saturday over, 20 years, 7 o'clock, Sky Sports 1, also Christmas Eve. And then on Christmas Day, the Soccer AM Christmas special, 10 o'clock, Sky Sports 1.